Electro freeze. Whoa, low. I'm supposed to have a brace on it. At the moment, I don't. I keep it off in the truck and then I come in. So I'll wrap it up in a minute, but not for cleanliness or anything. It's clean and it's healed, but so I don't accidentally hit it and force it to bend. This location is saying all 4 barrels seem like they're a little bit soft, which is odd because there's very little that affects all of the barrels. So let's check the air log. Standard errors, mix out, pump air, mix out, pump air. So nothing funny there. Let's go to actual temps and see. All right, so 16. They normally cut in at about 17. So if we grab a tub here. Let me go grab a bin so I can pull some ice cream. All right, so leave that one on the scale. Take a look at this ice cream when you pull it. And how pokey it is. Like, look at how pockety it is. So we pulled an overrun, and we're supposed to be 6.5 ounces, and we're less than 5, 4 3/4. So let's break this down what this means. So it's not even on the chart. The smallest is 5.5. You really want to be in this rig in the middle. So way too much air. Now you can ask, well, where are we getting our air from? So either we're getting our air from, hang on, so I gotta switch hands with the phone. Either we're getting our air from cracks in this plastic or from loose hose clamps, which are definitely here. Drawing air. So what I want to do is pull, so the pump starts running, and then I'm going to plug this up. So if you look, I've plugged that, and now there's no air being injected, which tells me there's not leaks in the plastic. So that's good. I take my finger off, it starts drawing air in. So it may have just been loose hose clamp. Alright, so this unit, I just heard the compressor kick off. It pulled down to 5 below. So she's definitely cooling properly. Only see air coming in this way. And we see a little bit of air in there, and that's correct. Yeah, so she went from -5 to 8. So this is already running very cold. It's not a cold issue. It's an air issue. All the pockets, that's indication of air. Now let's check this one. Okay, similarly, all those pockets. Now with it running, alright, we're gonna pull this so it's running. Wait till this starts. Alright, there we go. Now I'm gonna plug this. And at that point you shouldn't see any air going through this hose. That's funny. Why did it? There we go. So no air, no leaks in the plastic. You hear it drawn in from there. And you need to make sure these are tight, which this is not. I shouldn't be able to turn it 2.5 turns. Now you can't fix overrun quickly because the problem is that whole barrel of ice cream is what it is. So until you work it through, but look at how the ice cream's coming out now. Okay, so here's like a huge problem, is that look at all the air in the line because the bag is empty. And if they're going to disregard the mix-low errors, they're going to constantly end up with overrun issues. Okay, so we just refroze it, and now we're up to almost 6. So still way too much air, but it's going to take time to process the amount of air that was in there out. That's just all there is to it. I bet this one's closer because we almost emptied this entire barrel because it was all air. Well, let's see. Overrun here. Let's crack it. Make sure we fill it all the way up. Hard to do with one hand. Also, I can still see there's lots of pockets of air in that. So that one we went from 4 3/4 to 6. And I bet once they keep working through it, we'll get back up to 6.4 where we're supposed to be. All right, we're gonna conduct an experiment. I pulled the old blades. Take a look at the new blade and how it's a nice point. It's gonna scrape the edge of the barrel. These are not terrible, but you can definitely see the edges have been, you shouldn't see a bevel on the edges, and you do. So we're gonna change just one side. And so these are new blades. We're gonna sanitize this, we're gonna prime it, and then we're gonna tell this location to wear this barrel out, right? So that they feel like it's been a little bit soft. See if they see a difference going between these two to go, yeah, this one's not soft anymore and that one is. Because not having a nice, good scraper blade means your cream is freezing around the edge and you're not scraping it all the way. So you're not getting the most hard frozen stuff mixed in. All right, proper priming procedures. We've done sanitizer and we've drained it out. So now I'm just doing one side at a time. I've got the left pump on, and you can see we make bubbles. We've talked about this lots of times, but whatever, never get too much of a good thing. So we've got the pump on, not the beater. We've got the valve, air valve open, and the draw valve. And what it's doing is it's pushing any remaining sanitizer out without mixing it. If you have your beater on, it mixes it. So you see how it just got smooth? They would teach you when it's silky, that's when you know. But the better way is when there's no bubbles. No bubbles, she's good. Close that out. Yep, thank you. I had the middle one cracked, which is unfortunate. And now we're gonna let this roll until she bleeds out the air valve. And then this will be properly primed, and we can put it in freeze and test our overrun, and then that's your true overrun. And she pulls down to -2, goes back up to 18, so it's cycling proper. We're gonna give it some time and let it run. Because even pulling down to -2, it's gonna take some time to churn up cream. So I'm not saying, I'm just saying. 6.6, spot on. And that's what it's supposed to look like. I'm gonna pull it from the right side. That was from the left side with the new blades, but it looked perfect. That is what this brand's ice cream is supposed to look like. Whatever brand that may be.